A white English teacher versus a Filipino English teacher. For some reason, the Japanese girls, they picked this one.
Yeah.
We have the same income! You know? Even our English is more understandable to Japanese people.
Of course.
It's all about the blonde hair, blue-eyed.
Meshida jokes about Japan.
Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Meshida, I'm a Japanese stand-up comedian, and today we have a special guest all the way from the Philippines, Mike!
I'm Mike. I'm from the Philippines.
He's a weekend comedian.
Oh yeah, I'm also very funny.
Yeah, funny guy. So Mike, what do you do now?
I work for a Japanese company as a recruiting consultant.
Okay, you are Filipino, but you don't work as an English teacher.
No, I don't!
Congratulations! You are a rich Filipino in Japan. Yeah.
No, dude!
Meshida.
I came to Japan because of 3 reasons. Okay, number 1 was when I was young, I was into anime for a while. And then I also read this book. This is a really big reason for me. I read this book, Eiji Yoshikawa's Musashi.
Wow,
Yeah.
you know Musashi?
Yeah, I know Musashi.
How can I say English, Musashi?
Samurai.
Yeah, samurai.
Yeah,
samurai.
the strongest reason would be like I you know, Japanese girls I think are also really pretty, so
Japanese girls?
decided to explore.
Really? I
Yeah.
think
What?
you still hide something. You should say Japanese porno actress.
Well, I don't know, man. My mom might be watching this. We don't know. Like, I just say Japanese girls are really hot. They're really hot.
The reason why you came to Japan because you like manga, samurai, Japanese girls.
Yeah.
Typical foreigners.
Meshida.
Today's YouTube theme is
Are Filipino men popular among Japanese women?
yeah.
No.
That's the end. See you soon.
That's it. No.
Meshida.
I rarely see Filipino men in Japan compared to Filipino women. What do you
Yeah.
think?
Because Filipino women, they really know how to hustle. Compared to Filipino men, I'd say Filipino women are actually more proactive.
I met some Filipino men.
Mm.
They are a little bit shy. I talk about you. Oh, that's why in the Philippines, many men turn into women, no?
Maybe, I don't know, man. You should ask them.
Try to be more hustle, no?
Yeah, I don't know, man. My confidence. I'm protecting my confidence.
Hey, Mike, look at the camera. You know, this is YouTube channel. Don't be shy.
Okay.
Meshida.
Have you ever dated Japanese women?
Yeah, I did.
Date means like a serious date.
No,
or
just casual.
Casual
yeah.
date.
Yeah.
But how many?
I can't really count.
Wow.
When I had money.
Guys?
When I was not broke.
In your case, you dated many Japanese girls, but it's quite difficult to have a serious relationship.
Well, me personally, it was difficult because as an English teacher, I wasn't making enough cash. So there's only so much you can do with bringing her to like Caesarea. Or
At that time, so you didn't have money.
I was also living like away from the city.
Which? Saitama?
Chiba.
Ah,
Yeah.
it's better than Saitama, but kind of far.
At least better than Saitama.
Yeah, the 2 reasons.
Yeah, I would say that it would be those 2.
I think you have one more reason.
What's my reason? What's my one
You know,
reason?
you're always afraid of being rejected. You're really shy.
I don't like being rejected,
You're very
man.
cute, the Filipino husband, man. You know, after 2 or 3 dates, you know, you want to say something, you want to ask, you know, to date seriously, but
Yeah.
you're really afraid.
I guess I'm still quite conservative.
Yeah?
Right? And
So you mean men have to pay?
yeah.
Yeah, but this society, that is kind of a rule, you know?
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so if that's the rule, and I like that rule, I want to do that rule, but I don't have the money. You see how that just doesn't work out.
That's why it's quite hard to date Japanese girls seriously.
Yeah.
Just only date. Caesarea date.
Caesarea date.
Meshida.
Generally, what do you think about like Filipino men, stereotypical image in Japan among Japanese women?
Well, if we were to stop talking about Filipino men, but just Filipinos in general, we have two things. One would be like what do they do for work, and the other one would be their looks. And if we talk about their looks, and if we're talking about Filipino men, we don't really have a face. You know what I mean? We look like Malaysians, Indonesians, Singaporeans. You know. Some of us look European or American, right? So we don't really have what is the Filipino face? We don't really know exactly what it is. And we're generally shorter, like we're not as tall as Europeans. We're actually not even as tall as Japanese men. I think Japanese men are actually quite tall, right? Yeah. But we can sing!
No, we can sing too.
We can sing better than you! We can sing better than any nationality.
I know, I understand, even though you were shy, but when you go to karaoke, you're a star.
Yeah, that's why I bring the ladies to karaoke, you know?
That's your strategy.
Yeah, in the
But
karaoke.
problem is like after, you sing a very good song,
Yeah.
but you always ask girls to pay or share,
So what I do is I pay for everything, and then I don't see them for a month and a half, and they think that I'm avoiding them, but the truth is I just don't have the money right now. So fuck it.
Meshida.
Yeah, and the other one is like our jobs, right? So generally speaking, Filipino, we are either English teachers or we do, I guess menial work, like we take care of children or we clean houses and stuff like that. So we don't have very good, very financially favorable jobs, generally speaking, right? There are some Filipinos that most definitely have good jobs here.
That's why most Filipino people come to Japan to get money.
I think so, yeah.
Not for fun like you. Actually, I studied English using real job. Last 10 years, Filipino tutors taught me English. This is a result. Fuck you, Filipino. No, thank you. I really like you guys. But
your English is very good.
Thank you. I know you are really good at Tademai. You are living in Japan. Thank you very much. But they said it's quite difficult to find a good job in the Philippines.
Yeah, man.
What is the worst job in the Philippines?
Call center.
Oh, of course. Have you ever worked there?
I tried and then they rejected me. It's really hard to work in a call center in the Philippines because you're doing the graveyard shift, right? And then the pay sucks.
Oh, wow.
And you're speaking to entitled American people. Night.
Meshida.
Filipinos don't make as much money as Americans or like, people from Europe, I feel. And also within Asia, specifically within Southeast Asia, our level of income is not as favorable as, our neighbors in Malaysia or Singapore or Hong Kong, So at the end of the day, it's quite difficult.
Filipino man working as English teacher is not attractive. For Japanese women in Japan? What do you think?
Yeah, dude, it's not fair, man. Like, at the end of the day, a white English teacher versus a Filipino English teacher. For some reason, the Japanese girls, they pick this one.
Yeah.
We have the same income. Even our English is more understandable to Japanese people.
Of course.
It's all about the blonde hair, blue-eyed.
Meshida.
Many Filipino men are watching my YouTube channel, and then they ask me how to date Japanese, girl in Japan. So do you have any advice or tips for them?
All right, this is important.
Yeah.
Filipino men, listen to this. You just need to do two things. Thing number one, learn Japanese. Thing number two, make more cash. It's that simple. You just need to do these two things.
Yeah.
Learn Japanese, make more money, and then maybe make more money.
3 things.
Yeah, 3 things. 3 things.
Yeah, I think we Asians, when we go abroad, we need money if you want to attract women, Yeah.
Meshida.
Mike, thank you very much for coming today. So the end of the video. So please motivate Filipino men to come to Japan.
Yeah.
Any words to them?
So Filipino men or women, I guess in general, if a lot of foreigners, not only Filipinos, they think, oh, maybe I should go to Japan and live there, blah, blah, blah. And it really depends on your feeling, right? So at the end of the day, if you keep on feeling this, right, then act on it. and act on it soon. The younger, the better. All right. Try to, it depends on how bad you want it. So try to borrow money if you don't have enough money, or try to find connections so that you could get to this country, legally and do things that you want to do here. Yeah. So that's my advice. Like, life is too short.
Oh, life is too short. I organize a show and then sometimes he perform. And then please check out Funny Japan project.
And also, that they introduce me to some of your,
Mine?
some of your followers. Or who watches your shows?
All men.
What the hell am I doing here right now? I thought I'd get some media mileage with this.
No. Anyway, Mike, thank you very much for coming today.
Yeah.
So, guys, see you soon. Bye bye.
Bye bye.